How you doing? You have to pardon the lack of light. I'm driving and it's dark, and I'm not driving with the light on, and I ain't pulling over either. I am on my way to DC, and unfortunately, as you might have heard me explain, that without 1,000 subs, I can't go live on a mobile device. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do any lives, but I am going to try to do videos, shorter videos probably, and then upload them as quickly as possible right after I shoot them. So they'll be as close to live as I can be without being live.
Welcome to Ohio.
Anyways, I have no idea what kind of progress I'm making. If my time is good, it's probably not. I had to take a funky route to stay off the freeway, so it's a lot prettier though. Truth is that I am quite concerned about what's going to happen here in DC. Dude, I'll just say again, I'm sorry. I know that the picture's screwy and it's almost dumb to have a video that's in all black, but I just felt like talking about it now, and I have no ability to edit here, so it is what it is. I'm really concerned. I'm just nervous, man. I'm concerned. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen there. I don't know what kind of route to victory Trump has. I know that I understand the electoral process, and I think enough people have talked about that enough times that now everybody pretty much understands it. And I understand the martial law too. And if he was going to declare martial law and try to do the seizing and the revoting, waiting until 2 weeks or less before the inauguration, I mean, I'm just doubting that he's going to do that. Oh. Sorry, I went through a speed trap there, and it's kind of funny driving so slow because I'm doing this video that I wasn't even anywhere near my normal speed. But yeah, so there, my point with saying this is, what are his other paths to victory? I mean, he's a smart guy, and obviously he's going to know all the best lawyers in the country, in the world, whatever. He's going to know all the best constitutional lawyers in the country and every other kind, where if there's a way for him to do it legally that people just haven't figured out, yeah, he'll do it. But I don't know. And what does that matter? Well, the reason why people are going to Washington, D.C. is because he told them to. He told them to, and even if he had not said anything, I'm sure there still would have been a good amount of people showing up because of the Electoral College vote. But he kept saying, I want you guys to go, it's going to be wild. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure anybody knows what that means, because what does wild mean fighting with Antifa? I actually don't think so, because from what I've heard, most of the Antifa don't plan on going. And this goes back to what we talked about yesterday with the Ted Wheeler video and the others, that now that the left has gotten what they want, they're no longer tolerant of BLM and Antifa, but more so now because somebody outside of BLM and Antifa has decided that they are going to organize and protest, even though those groups of patriots who have done that have done so legally, without any destruction to property and basically without even blocking traffic for the most part. They've still decided they're going to call them unlawful assemblies. So Antifa has said, not every single one of them, obviously, it's going to be different, but a lot of them have said, man, there's no point in us going. Let them fight the cops. And they're not wrong. Cops are going to be a problem. When he says let it be wild, is he talking about people standing outside of the Senate and yelling at the senators as they walk in, or the representatives? I mean, fun as that might be, it's going to be pointless. It's not like if AOC was walking in and I said, hey, I want to talk to you, and she actually stopped and talked, and a bodyguard or security even if all that did, even if she actually said, okay, I'll talk to you for a minute, it isn't like she'd do what I say. It doesn't matter how eloquent. It doesn't matter how right. It doesn't matter. That's not gonna work on any representative that doesn't already think this way, or senator. So, what is the point? I don't know. I understand the point of the objection. They definitely want to give it a shot, and they also want to have their time to be able to do. I mean, there's a couple of different things they can do. They can straight blast the E word and talk about all the F that was there and try to make sure that any American people who didn't already see all of the evidence now get to see it laid out. They can talk about other things relating to Biden and reasons why, they can basically air his dirty laundry and make sure that everybody who may not have been aware is aware, because it's going to be like, kind of going to be like an only game in town. It's going to be the big news, of course, right? When he says it's going to be wild, I certainly don't think that he means that MAGA people or patriots are going to fight police, because that would be against his platform. That'd be insane. So that's not what he means. And honestly, I haven't checked his Twitter in the last 24 hours because he said he was going to post updates, but he's not going to post any kind of really interesting updates on there, probably. I feel if he really does have something that nobody saw coming, it's going to be a surprise. And I did hear he's going to stop and give a speech, which is cool. But I've seen him talk before, and it's fun to watch. But I ain't driving all this distance and freezing my fucking ass off and standing outside all day just so he can come make a speech and talk about, sorry I gotta go, but here's all the good shit that I did. I already get it, and I don't want to hear this. Sorry, I just don't want to hear that. So, what does he have in mind? Here's a little light. What does he have in mind? What else could happen? He's got to have a surprise. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. But I'll tell you, I am worried about these police. We have seen in the last few days more cases of police being hostile. And this, as we've been discussing, now that it's not only the leftists that are organized, these left cities are now making the police crack down. Also, now that it's not just the right showing up when the left might do something in a certain area, so the right is showing up organizing their own events. Some of them at capitals, some of them elsewhere. But because they're trying to organize their own events, their threshold for their tolerance is just all the way down. So what can we expect from the DC police? And frankly, can we expect that the guard will be there right away too? I don't know, but I can tell you this. Muriel Bowser forced hotels, restaurants, bars all over the city to be closed for the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Starting today. I got a couple of things to say about this. First of all, can you imagine if the Million Man March was on its way to DC and the mayor's like, oh no, I don't want that. I want all the fucking bars and restaurants closed. Oh man, imagine the outrage. But it's okay to treat Trump people like that. I mean, her attitude is like she thinks there is a seditious military coming to attack the Senate and the House or something. I mean, she's just, I don't know. But considering that she's gone that far, to make a point of saying that she does not care about anybody but certain groups of people, there's no chance that she's told the police to go easy. I'm sure that one of the first things that we are going to hear is, this has been declared an unlawful assembly. I think we're going to hear that. I think we're going to hear that right away. In fact, because I've been driving, I haven't been able to keep up on any social media. There were a few videos popping up when I left about some people saying, oh, we're in DC, so this would have been Sunday evening, late evening. I don't know what's happened since then. Maybe it's already happened. But I gotta tell you, man, I'm scared. I really am. I just know that Antifa's bad enough, at least when they're in numbers. They're definitely without any scruples, so if they get a chance to hurt you or fuck with you anyway, they will. BLM, who I don't think is going to show up, BLM are actually significantly physically more dangerous than Antifa, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to show, though. I think they want to sit this one out. And that leaves a peaceful protest that could just go on its way, except that the mayor is playing the antagonist here. So I don't know. I'll update you as I go. That's it.